Welcome back to Kings of United States. There are names in wrestling. And then there are legends. And among all the icons who have ever stepped into the ring, one name echoes louder than most. One figure who stood the test of time, fearlessly evolving with each era, captivating fans with mystique, power, and an unshakable legacy. That name is The Undertaker. Born Mark William Calloway on March 24, 1965, in Houston, Texas, he never dreamed he'd become a supernatural legend in professional wrestling. But what he did know, from a young age, was that he was meant for greatness. Standing tall with a powerful frame and deep Texas roots, Mark was an athlete from the start. In high school, he played basketball and football, and later earned a scholarship to play basketball at Texas Wesleyan University. But destiny had a different ring for him. In the late 1980s, Mark began his wrestling career under various gimmicks, including Mean Mark Callis in WCW. At the time, he was just another big guy with potential. But in 1990, his life and the world of wrestling changed forever. When he arrived in WWE, then known as the WWF, he was reborn. On November 22, 1990, at Survivor Series, The Undertaker made his debut. Draped in black, with piercing eyes, slow deliberate steps, and a chilling stare, he was unlike anything fans had seen before. The crowd didn't know it at the time, but they were witnessing the arrival of an era. With Paul Bearer by his side, holding the mysterious urn, The Undertaker quickly became one of the most feared and respected figures in wrestling. He wasn't just a man, he was a force of nature. A character wrapped in darkness, speaking in riddles, delivering devastating tombstone pile drivers, and sitting up like a horror movie villain when everyone thought he was done. Throughout the 1990s, The Undertaker became more than just a gimmick, he became a cornerstone of WWE. He fought and defeated legends. Hulk Hogan, Jake the Snake Roberts, Yokozuna, Diesel, and Mankind were just a few names left in his path of destruction. His matches weren't just fights, they were events. Moments. Stories told with pain, pride, and precision. What made The Undertaker unique wasn't just his character, it was his ability to evolve. In 1996, during the rise of the edgy attitude era, The Undertaker didn't fade into the shadows. He adapted. Whether it was becoming the leader of the Ministry of Darkness or donning a biker persona in the early 2000s known as the American Badass, The Undertaker constantly reinvented himself while staying true to the aura that made him great. But perhaps nothing cemented his legendary status more than one thing: the streak. At WrestleMania, WWE's biggest event of the year, The Undertaker went on a historic undefeated run, winning 21 consecutive matches. For over 2 decades, no one could touch him on that stage. From Triple H to Batista, CM Punk to Shawn Michaels, the list of defeated opponents read like a who's who of wrestling royalty. Each WrestleMania match became a spectacle. A drama. A final boss fight where the stakes were never just wins or losses, it was about legacy. About myth. And The Undertaker never disappointed. But even legends are mortal. In 2014, at WrestleMania 30, the unthinkable happened. The streak ended. Brock Lesnar delivered the final blow and the wrestling world stood in silence. The Undertaker lay motionless, and fans young and old watched with disbelief. It was one of the most shocking moments in WWE history. But what followed was even more telling of the man behind the character. Despite the defeat, The Undertaker kept coming back. He didn't quit. He didn't fade. He fought Roman Reigns, AJ Styles, and others in the years to come, reminding the world that even after losing the streak, he was still the Phenom. Behind the scenes, Mark Calloway was known for being humble, quiet, and deeply respected. In a world of larger-than-life egos, he was the one who earned admiration not just from fans, but from his peers. He never needed to shout for attention. He let his work speak. He mentored younger talent. He protected the business. He understood the art of storytelling in wrestling like few ever have. For over 30 years, The Undertaker gave everything to the business. He never chased Hollywood or fame outside the ring. He stayed loyal to WWE, loyal to the fans, and loyal to the character that made him a legend. His entrance, slow, haunting, with the tolling bell and fog-filled ramp, was enough to send chills down spines in every arena he walked into. It was theater. It was tradition. It was The Undertaker. But all journeys have an end. In 2020, during the height of the pandemic, The Undertaker faced AJ Styles in a cinematic match called the Boneyard Match at WrestleMania 36. It was eerie, thrilling, and emotional. And fittingly, it became his final match. Later that year, at Survivor Series, 30 years to the day from his debut, The Undertaker officially retired. In a quiet, respectful ceremony, WWE honored the man who had become a living myth. Then in 2022, the Hall of Fame moment arrived. Mark Calaway The Undertaker was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. He walked onto the stage in a black suit, no hat, no gloves, no fog. Just a man, reflecting on a career that defined an era. He gave a heartfelt speech, showing a side of him the fans rarely got to see. Honest, grateful, human. And as he ended his speech with the words "Never say never," it reminded everyone that legends never truly die. Today, The Undertaker lives outside the ring, but his presence still looms over WWE. His influence can be seen in how younger stars approach their craft, in how stories are told, and in how fans continue to cheer, chant, and remember. He's a father, a husband, and an ambassador for WWE. But more than that, he's a symbol of commitment, of loyalty, of never breaking character in a world that's always shifting. He stayed true when others didn't. He remained timeless when the world tried to move on. Ask any fan, and they'll tell you there was nothing like a live Undertaker entrance. The silence before the bell. The chill in the air. The reverence. That was magic. That was The Undertaker. From casket matches to Hell in a Cell, from biker to deadman, from rookie to immortal, Mark Calaway gave everything he had to the fans. And they gave it back tenfold. Through cheers, signs, tears, and chants, he became something bigger than wrestling. He became a part of our culture. A figure that kids looked up to, adults respected, and the industry itself could not replace. Legends are remembered. Icons are honored. But The Undertaker? He is eternal. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe to Kings of United States. Make sure to hit that bell icon for more incredible stories about the greatest stars in American history. See you in the next one.